Good morning, Find Your Light. It's Roshni, and I am jumping on this beautiful, sunny Monday morning to encourage you like I always do. It has been a rough few hours. I found out last night that my pastor died, and she was the closest thing I had to a mother here in St. Louis, Missouri, and she was an amazing person. Hi, Kyla. So I was just mentioning that my pastor died last night, and it was rough. It is rough. It's still rough. I am speechless, honestly, because she was such an impactful person in my life, in the life of my husband, and in the life of so many people. I mean, she just did this life thing right. So I wanted to jump on, one, to let you guys know that I posted in the group. Thank you, Kyla. Two, to let you guys know that I'm sitting here. I'm not going to say the show must go on, because clearly you need to allow yourself to grieve. But I am sitting here with my planner out and doing a few work-related things that I have to do, obligation things. But I wanted to jump on this morning and encourage you to live an intentional life that is impactful, because it really does matter. It really does matter. The better you do this life, the harder it is when you leave us. The better you do it while you're here. And she was an example of a person that did it well. So when I was younger, like my late teens, it began a decade of loved ones passing away for a full decade. I calculated it out once, and I noticed that it averaged about one person every 7 to 8 months for a decade, for like my whole 18 to 28-ish type time frame. It was rough. These were people that were close to me. My grandmother, who practically half raised me, a friend who I was sitting next to in college, and by the end of that day, he had died. Another friend in college, and he died. My cousin's best friend that I used to hang out with, my mom's best friend, died in my aunt's funeral. It was a rough decade, and there's more. So that experience gave me a perspective that I have taken through my entire life. And that perspective, you guys, may be what you guys notice when you are listening to me, when you are talking to me, and if you have met me in person. I try my best to leave you better than I found you, and to be intentional and to be impactful, because I am very, very aware that phone call or that conversation in real life, or even that interaction on the internet, may very well be our last interaction, because for a decade, that was my reality. So, this is a weird one, but I told myself I would jump on because I really think it's important for us to have the proper perspective on this life. It's fleeting, you guys. You know, the older you get, the more you realize what people meant when they said youth is wasted on the young. Excuse me. I still have a chest thing going on. Because the longer you're here, the more you understand what matters. So, just like my pastor did, Live a life today, every day that you wake up. Leave the people that you interact with better than you found them. Find your light, and when you find that light, shine it all over everybody that will let you. And be intentional, because that might be the last time you see that person. So try to be a loving person. Do what you have to shine your light. And you guys have an amazing Monday and an amazing rest of your week. Okay, that's it. Love you guys. Bye, y'all.